Going on YouTube, it's your sister Lil, where I've been at. I've been trying to stay out of sin, man. I appreciate you guys for checking out my YouTube channel, man. Thank you guys so much for coming. Listen, I'm not going to make y'all wait too long. Let's get right into the Word of God. We're coming in John chapter 8, verse 31. Jesus, he said, if you abide in my word, you are my disciples indeed. You know what I'm saying? We must understand that God is calling for us to accept and be obedient to what he has called for us to do. You know, this is how we know that we are truly disciples of Christ, when we obey the Lord's commandments. You know, when we meditate on his word, when we draw nigh unto him so that he can draw nigh unto us, when we seek to please the Lord, when we have a heart to please God, to go up after God, to forsake the things of this world, to forsake our own flesh, our own desires, you know, our own wants, just for the sake of the happiness of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Walking with Christ, it is a sacrifice. Just like as Christ sacrificed his life for us so that we can have life, we have to sacrifice our life, ourselves, so that we can have life, so we can accept that calling that God has already granted us in the death and burial and resurrection of Jesus Christ. We have to be committed. You know, we have a responsibility to uphold, you know, and that is to live for the Lord. And when you truly live for the Lord, you obey him, you are obedient. You know, you read your word and you find out things, you indulge in the new things that God, he wants to showcase you. You know, you have no problem in being obedient to the Lord. You strive to be obedient to the Lord. You don't want to do and you dislike. Matter of fact, you hate the things that God hates. You know what I'm saying? And you love the things that God loves. And so what I want to tell you is that God, you know, he is just calling for us to abide in him, to be true disciples of Christ, man, to really live for the Lord, to forget about the world, forget about what we want to do, forget about chasing after the money, you trying to get the bag, when in reality you can't take the bag with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's okay to have some money, you know? It's okay to have some money, but don't allow the money to get to your head. For the Bible, it says that for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. You know, which some have fell astray and some has perished their own selves. So what we must understand is that we need to be going up after God. We need to be seeking up after God, man. God, this is his earth. He created us. We cannot live. We cannot be happy. We cannot do anything without God. So I want to tell you and encourage you to seek up after the Lord, man, and become a true disciple of Christ. Abide in his word and strive to be obedient. I love you and God bless you.